Mr. John, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. How are you?
John, you're my childhood friend. I got 3 questions to ask you. First of all, I want to tell you that I highly respect you and I honor you for the life that you've endured. I got 3 questions.
Gotcha.
How old were you when you first started experimenting with drugs?
12.
12 years old. Briefly, could you tell me or try to sum up consequences in your life from that choice of dabbling and experimenting with street drugs in the Chicagoland area?
Consequences, everything that you thought you were going to do, all your hopes, the dreams that you had as a child pretty much disappeared. Then you got into the streets, gangs, everything that dealt with that type of stuff. So consequences is losing a lot of stuff that you wanted or you thought you were going to get. That was all just pretty much what do you say, like a mix. It all just disappeared from you because everything that I hoped and wanted disappeared, and all I got was the penitentiary.
Penitentiary? You've been arrested before?
I've been arrested numerous times and spent a lot of years in jails and institutions.
How old are you now?
36.
It's been a lifelong battle?
Yes.
John, if you could go back and be a voice to yourself when you were 12 years old. You said you're how old? 36 years old. If you could go back and speak to you when you were 12, if this video was to be heard by 1,000 young kids at 12 years old who are at that fork in the road where they can choose a life of sobriety or a life of using drugs, guns, and gangs, what would be your words to the youth of Chicago?
Don't have a closed mind and try to at least listen to what somebody's got to say, especially if they've been through it already and they know what the road that you guys are headed down. Like, for instance, me, I would tell you guys what it is and everything that I had to go through and all the hurt, the pain, all the people I've seen shot, everybody I've seen killed, died, OD'd, stabbed, everything that people went through, that I pray that nobody has to go through the same things that I've seen and been through myself.
I feel that, John. I consider you an OG, man. I consider you somebody with some enduring faith against a lot of odds, and I'm impressed with what you've endured and how far you've made it. I'm impressed with what you're doing with your life right now, and I don't know, just to close this up, look in the camera and tell all the youth in the Chicagoland area, because you're a survivor of this Chirac, man. You know.
This is Chirac.
I'll
tell you this, man. How we put it, listen to the OGs. Don't think you guys are invincible, because you're not. And trust and believe, these streets hate you. These streets are the devil itself, man. And you guys are playing in the devil's land. So watch yourselves, man, and listen.
One last question. How's your faith in Jesus, man, carrying you through?
If it wasn't for him, I would have been dead 19 times ago. So I know it ain't nobody else but him. So with that, gotta believe.
I love you, John. Thank you.
Yeah.